Hello and welcome to another episode of Desert Ranger. It is the night of day 42, the Horde is about to come, and as you can see, I am not at either the Ranger Station or the Horde base. And that is because I decided I was a bit bored of the Horde base, you know, it was too easy. So I thought I would come out here for Horde night to this ghost town, really show these zombies who is the boss in this desert, and assuming I survive this, we will get back to the Ranger Station, we will restore it to its former glory, and then the series can end. Because that was the last thing we had to do in the series. I've done all the tier 5 POIs, it was just the Ranger Station that has to be rebuilt now. But before we can do that, we do of course have to survive the small issue of the incoming insane difficulty Horde. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for this Horde to begin and let's see if I can survive with no base. Here we go. Too fast for you. Gotta watch my sides because they'll run into me from other angles. There's one skill point. Yeah, they're not too fast on sprint, that's okay. I should have put it on nightmare. Would have been more fun. Probably would have still survived though. Jump up here onto the roof for a second. Oh, lag. First aid bandage up. Get out my way, vulture. And then let's take a look at the situation. Hello. Yeah, that looks like a good opportunity for one of these. Hang on. Or not. Snake is following me around. Keep up on those first aid bandages. Take occasional hits here and there. Don't want to get snuck up on. Ow. Why is there so many tourists? I don't know why I'm using a shotgun. I don't have any points in it. Hello. Honestly, I didn't realize regular sprint speed was that slow. Let me get some distance here so I can heal up. That was the last first aid bandage, I think. Just first aid kits from now on. Armor piercing ammo is really helping here. Thirsty again, of course. Uh-oh. That was almost bad. We get the other explosion. There we go. Don't try that one at home. You might just blow yourself up. Whoa. Ow. I learned about bows, apparently. Right. Let's take a look at the set. Oh, hello. 15,000 XP, that's probably a decent amount of kills then. Ow. Bloody pair of whites. Always running so fast. Oh. Nothing is loaded right now, I'm an idiot. Ooh, that was close. These windows open? No. Oh, it's daytime. Honestly, wasn't paying that much attention to the clock. Oh, apparently I didn't take that first aid kit there. Are they all just slowly walking now? Yeah, I need to play Insane Nightmare next. Ow. Right, let's mop up the rest of them. Looks like a bunch of them got stuck in that room over there. What have you done to yourselves? I think that is the last of the bags. And the town isn't even that bad. You could repair all this quite easily. I mean, it was a ghost town to begin with. Right, well, with that horde dealt with all the way down here in the western town, let's head back up to the ranger station. There's a guy over there, hang on. Oh, there's a wandering horde. Dessert. If you're wondering, by the way, I left the drone in a box at home because they always die when you do this kind of thing. Now that we've dealt with that horde, let's go back up to the ranger station and see if I can't fix it up. Okay, so I've put all this stuff away and I've gathered up some materials. I'm very short on wood, so I have replanted some trees down there. Worst comes to the worst, I'll go around collecting all those wild trees. So here's what we're going to do for the ranger station. I've been putting this off for a while and it needs to be repaired. I've taken down those really weak walls. Well, they were more fences than walls, and I've dug in a little bit just so I can mark out where they were originally and where I want to build my new walls, which are going to be concrete, so there's not going to be any zombies bashing through those. So I think the first thing I'll need to do is get a bit more frames. Let's just go for like another 300 frames. And that should really be enough. And then reinforcing them might take a while. I do have some paint as well. Yeah, I think I can do this, and I think I've got enough concrete and cobblestone to get it all concreted up. We'll get a decent amount of XP from it as well. Alright, where to start? I can put a 7x4 door in here, and that'll be fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and in line with this gives you 8. Let's do that. 7. This is a partial block, that's why it looks weird. Right, we can put a gate in like that. What I'm thinking for the walls is a very, very simple style, because you don't want your walls to look too fancy. Because if your walls are taking attention away from the buildings, then why did you build the buildings if you just want people to look at the walls, right? So it'll need to be at least 3 high, so 1, 2, 3, and then this one can be 4. And then what I'm thinking here is we can bring in cube centered for a really simple wall look like this. And then assuming everything lines up, we can put another thick pillar every third one. Test that out really quickly. Okay, so this wants to line up here rather than like that. That is annoying. Oh, there's an airdrop. I was like, what's that sound? It sounds like a flag. What's that? The parachute. Move this all out by 1 and have this... Yeah, that's what I'll do. This has to be moved out by 1 compared to the original wall pattern, and that'll give me a nice even thing going there. I'm gonna go grab that airdrop. Can't just know that there's an airdrop nearby and not go get it. Could have a bunch of concrete blocks in it. That would be really helpful. Tactical assault rifle bundle. Oh my god. I have another playthrough going right now where I would literally kill to get a level 6 tactical assault rifle. Anyway, let's get back to building this base here. So I'll need to dig out this. There we go. Perfect. Alright. I'm wondering if there's maybe a better shape I could use on this part here. Wonder, let me look at a picture of some walls in real life. Hang on. Okay, so some of the designs I'm seeing here are doing something a bit like this. Let me see if I can find the exact shape here. It's kind of sort of like that type of a shape on top of their wall posts. Okay, honestly, this is like the best design I'm seeing. Unless there's like another version of the pyramid wedge. Let me search the word pyramid. Cube half. Oh. That's on the wrong block. That's a bit too pointy, I think. Yeah, you know what? I like this cube half block. It looks kind of residential. It'll live. There's a lot of shapes in this game, but you can't have everything perfect still. So let me mark out this continued wall pattern around here. Yuck, I'll get out of my face. So this goes perfectly. Thank God. Right, let's try this way. Okay, so it doesn't fit perfectly here, but it actually does. Just I would have to slightly change the design. What about if instead of doing that I did this? So bring that in there. Have this wall just come right in like that as a part of this. And then we can do a bit of that maybe? Fill this in with topsoil. Bring in this shape and that rotation. That's, oh, it is the right rotation. And do, interesting, so they do this. And then need some topsoil here. So I can take that out now, and then we could do like a merging thing here. Let me take this out. And have it just partially go into this wall, but then there's this weird thing here. I guess it'll just have to be slightly weird here at this merging point. That's fine by me. I don't mind a little bit of weirdness on the backside of the base. Can't be perfect. And then we come all the way around to this side, start it. 1, 2, 3, and then this one can go perfectly flush against this. And the problem is this wall. There's no reason that this wall can't be taken out and moved in line with this. So let's do that. One, 2, 3 there, and then this wall can just line up with this perfectly. Let's dig it down, give it more foundation. Cool, so that works fine. This is all clean, that flushes in there perfectly. Probably gonna make this wall one higher here just to line up with how I'm doing everything else. Okay, so now I need to fill this all in to look like this. So we're going 1, 2, 3, and then that. Let me take some of these blocks. Grab that and drink some yucca juice. Oh yeah, of course. So this POI gets higher by 1 block at a random point. How am I gonna handle that? I know how I'm gonna handle that. Take that off there. Pull this down. Bring this all out, and then just take out this extra terrain, so on the outside it doesn't look like it gets randomly higher, which probably looks better anyway. Right, and then if we dig this down one more here. My brain is very big. Does that look fine? Yeah, you can barely tell. Right, there. Dig these all out by one. Okay, so there's all the pillars in. Now I need to fill it in with the half blocks, which I'll need more frames for. Let's go for like another 300. I'm really running out of wood here. I'm not going to have enough to really reinforce all this, I think. Let's take this shape and this rotation and just copy it all the way around. Okay, that is the base of this wall put in. It's kind of tall, but I think it needs to be kind of tall to be a wall, you know. There's a reason those words rhyme, probably. I'll need to get the gate set up in here. It's gonna be kind of weird looking, I think, though, so we might want to take this out, and this out, and then get another full block on both of these. And then take one of these again. Do that because it's 4 tall, so it needs something above it. And then if we take some kind of, yeah, this, and just run it along. I'm out of frames again, damn it. Like that, it should be relatively okay. This building is really annoying because it's only half a block, so it makes it look like these things aren't aligned when they actually are. Ugh, so annoying. And I'm gonna take out this floor part here as well. And just fill that in. So now when I do get a 7x4 door in, it will fit in there perfectly. And then just give this a little bit of extra support here with another one of those. Alright, and the reason I've done that, by the way, is just so I can actually use the entrance. I am going to pull these sandbags back because it's annoying the hell out of me. There. And I'll put the sandbags in line with this wall here. You can craft your own sandbags, by the way. Might also want to get some crushed sand. How do I make, like, the sand block? Is that made in... Can I make that in, like... Oh no, it's called gravel, isn't it? And it's made just in my inventory, apparently. Let's call it, like, 6. And just rip this out here. There we go. Now it'll be a little bit more symmetrical. A tiny, tiny bit more. And while I wait for those to craft, let's take a look at this in the gyrocopter. See how the wall shape is looking. Okay, so the wall's looking pretty decent. It'll obviously need to be reinforced and painted. But it doesn't distract from the rest of the POI too much. It's not a very flashy wall, and that's kind of what you would want. There we go. Now it's a bit more aligned. Okay, so it looks like I don't have enough springs to make these doors. But springs are very easy to get, so I might have to add going out and getting some springs to the list of stuff I need to do. Right, let me go ahead and do that now. Let me dump some of this stuff in here. I'll go out and I'll find myself some springs. Okay, so I've got enough springs to make all the doors I know I'll definitely need. If I need more, I can always come back out. Should be enough though. So I want 2 3x3 doors and 1 7x4 door, but I need a little bit more forged iron for that. Let's see how the forges are doing. Ah, perfect. And then we can get the 7x4 door going. Okay, so now I'm gonna go mine some lead. Or actually, maybe not. I can make 49 glass blocks with just the lead I have here. I'll probably do. 49 windows. Okay, so I actually need 65 windows. Let's see, I probably have something lead down here, right? Something I can smelt. Oh, there's a level 3 car battery I could smelt. I think that'll give me like, yeah, probably like 150 lead. That'll be more than enough to make the rest of it. I also have some bullet tips if I really need to smelt some lead. But yeah, that lead car battery will probably cover the rest of them. Throw that in there. It'll take a minute and a half. What I will do in the meantime is just rip out all the windows. Okay, I think that's all the windows. So let's see how the forges are doing. Okay, let's get a bit more glass. Let's take this glass out and craft some window blocks. Oh, they don't take much wood at all. Right, cool. I like that. That's a nice, subtle window. Now here's... one of these has to be sacrificed for science. Okay, so it just becomes that. And then can you repair it? Oh, it repairs into those. Right. Okay, so if I ever need to emergency reinforce my windows, I can. Let's try not to. Okay, I have put in all the windows, I think. I've got some spares here, but I think that is every single window in the ranger station accounted for, all filled in with this nice glass. Okay, with that out of the way, I think the next thing to do is reinforce. But I will most likely run out of wood very soon. I have like 500 left, 400. Well, I can always reinforce more of the cobblestone areas in the meantime. While I wait for those trees to grow out there, let me break these letters. The NF doesn't make any sense on that sign because we are not in Navisgain Forest. This is quite clearly not a forest. Let's go for I and a Z. And there, much better. IZ69. Okay, I think that's all the blocks placed in. I do want to replace the I don't know what you would call it, the antenna that was on here. As part of the PY, it sits along this as a bridge, but I took it out because it was just ugly. I don't know what blocks it was. I should have taken a copy of the blocks before I did it. So recreating that is going to be a pain if the blocks are even available to me. I think that was the block it was, except it was made of reinforced steel. Then let's get a full block. And then just something that looks vaguely like an antenna. Okay, that's not the shape I was looking for. And then some like thin pipe. Okay, how does that look? I have parkour. Whatever. Doesn't look amazing, but it's kind of the same vibe as the original one. For an antenna anyway. Ow. Okay, so steroids. Blaster cast. Health bars. And some extra steroids. There we go. That should be good. You barely even tell my leg's broken. Right. So all the blocks are placed. Now they just all need to be reinforced. Oh wait. Force. I think we're actually done now. Right. So here's one 3x3 door, and the other doors are gonna take a couple more minutes here. So I will place this first door in. Like so. Yeah, that'll work fine. Okay, there we go. Really quickly paint up some of these other shapes that I missed. Okay, so how does that look so far? Not bad, it looks kind of cleaner than it started at least. It looks like I took the original design and just cleaned it up. I think I need to use that asphalt texture on the sides, so that looks kind of messy. Grab this, and then not paint all sides. Just have it so that the black shines over. Okay, so now how does it look? That looks better, that looks cleaner. Yeah, okay, so it looks like I've taken the original building and sort of just cleaned it up, which I kind of like. Some textures just don't look good at range, and I think that wood is just going to be one of those textures that you just kind of have to deal with it looking a bit ugly at longer ranges. Yeah, it looks kind of ugly from above, but when you get closer, it actually looks kind of nice in my opinion anyway. Yeah, so that's kind of like a cleaned up version of the Ranger close to like the actual building. Now we just need to apply that paint to the rest of the building. Okay, so I've painted the outside of this barracks thing here. It looks a little bit janky right now because you can see the insides haven't been repainted and it's still dirty and stuff, so it looks a bit weird. I like the really clean aesthetic I'm putting it into here, making it seem like the wood has really been replaced and polished. I've missed a bit over here. There we go. As opposed to like this really burnt look that you can see here. Looks like it's new wood and replaced. So I think I want to use white bricks on this building like it already has, but maybe some cleaner looking ones. Or maybe even white concrete. Concrete white, how does that look? That looks pretty good. The bricks don't need to be exposed. Obviously I'll go on the inside, get rid of that cobblestone because that obviously ruins the look a little bit, but you know. Should be fine. Okay, that looks decent. Again, the cobblestone on the outside here obviously looks bad, but I will fix that as I do the interiors of these places as well. We're going to take that same white concrete texture and just bring it over to this building. Why not? It's using the same texture as it was before. Okay, so I'm out of paint in my storage, but I do have some more cooking here. And I've got a little bit of chrysanthemum still. I've got plenty of murky water, so let's head out to the farm and grab what little chrysanthemum has been growing. No need to replant it because I don't think I'll need any after this. I can just use it all for paint. Okay, so we got another 60 chrysanthemum. That equals another a lot of paint. I think it's 60,000 paint is how much that'll get me. Okay, so it's going to get me another 12,000 paint. That's decent. It might not cover the rest of the POI though. That would be really, really annoying. Clean up this metal here. I really dislike how this roof looks, but I don't know what I would use to fix it. Because it's kind of, I don't know if, like that roof over there has a lip, that roof over there has a lip. I don't know if these roofs have lip blocks, if that makes sense. Yeah, they just don't have a lip block for that. So that's just kind of stuck as it is, which is unfortunate. All these blocks and there's still some random things you just can't make. Perfect. Right, and the 7x4. I want that facing the other way. Color do I want it to be? Well, it will depend on what color I want the rest of it to be, but I think white would look nice. Yeah, that's nice and shiny. There we have the front gate now. That's just the loudest thing ever. Oh, the trees have grown. Nice. Okay, so I've used a load of my wood there to reinforce the wall outside. Oh, the lights are on. And I've placed down doors in all the doorways again because a few of them have just been taken out over time. So now I need a little bit of raw iron. That'll do. And some of those nails and forged iron. Here's some forged iron, and there's a load of nails and more forged iron. Nice. The reason we want those is because we're gonna have to make a bunch of forged iron doors, probably like 9, so that is gonna take a lot of forged iron. Also, I need to get wooden furniture as well as some cabinets and cupboards, so let's start off by getting like 20 of those, and then 20 wood furniture, and then here let's get some iron doors. Let's go for 10. And then let's get some metal furniture here as well. Let's go for like another 20. And I also need some chairs, a specific type of chair. Leather office chairs, need leather, cotton, mechanical parts. There, so now I can also make a couple of, I can make one office chair, that's probably enough. And I've got a bunch of these sofa thingies already, but what about the larger sofas? Let's make a couple of those. And that'll do. So that'll keep my inventory tied up for a while. Along with this and this. So it's going to be a few minutes before I can do much here. In the meantime, I can take some of these cabinets and cupboards and get started in the kitchen area of the little barracks type thing here. So let's finish off what it was kind of already going for. I'll paint these to be all the correct colors. There we go. I don't think there's any way for me to get appliances without using cheats, so I'm just not going to do that. Let's see, I kind of want an oven, which I believe I can just paint into existence here. Is it oven door? Yeah. Yeah, that looks cool, and then you can do the same with sinks. Oh, that's facing the wrong way though. If I remember correctly, if you take the cabinet that has a door and then face the cabinet the exact wrong way, you can then do that. There we go. And I also want that same granite counter on all of this. And let's go for this same red texture. Paint that on all of these. Red just looks a bit cleaner in my opinion. We'll go with that. These cupboard textures come on here like so. Oh, that looks kind of weird, but I'll go with it. There's a little kitchen area. Oh wait, these are... There we go. That makes more sense. Again, grab that granite. There's not a lot I can do in terms of putting appliances back in here because they're not really craftable or anything like that. That looks like where you're supposed to put the oven. We can have a second oven, right? No one can stop me. I don't abide by society's rules. What if I need a second? Oh, it's the wrong way. Why is it the wrong way? There we go. And then oven door. We can use the other oven. It looks different at least. We have a wandering horde. So anyway, ovens. Yeah, this looks kind of nice. Kind of bare because I can't put appliances in, but you work with what you have. I like this little dining room type area, that's fine. I'd put some lights in, but it's such a pain, and I don't care that much. Also, I am a very big fan of random palettes, so you may see some random palettes. We can also put down like a couch between these windows, that makes sense. I will move the forges, obviously it wouldn't make sense to have a forge next to a couch, but just go with it. Yeah, this looks like a little table. I like that. Also put one down there. Yeah, tables. Tables are things people put in buildings. I am a human. I am aware of these things. Last thing that needs to be done is the reinforcement of this broadcast tower thingy. I just have wood left, so it's gonna be wood. There it is, I think I'm done. The ranger station is renovated. It looks very similar to how it started, admittedly. That's kind of the point. I wasn't trying to rebuild this into like some crazy cathedral or something. It was always going to be the ranger station. I just wanted to give it a fresh look, you know? Restore it, make it look like it wasn't destroyed. My forges are still going on in here, of course, but I'll take those out later. But yeah, let's do a quick tour just in case you guys haven't quite got everything of what's going on here yet. So we have the little pillbox room here where you check in, I don't know, another airdrop. Oh, we'll have to go get that before we end the video. So you come in here, you've got your little barricade thing here and the actual big gate. Is the barricade redundant if there's a gate? I mean, you don't want people to ram straight into the gate. You want them to ram into the barricade, right? I don't know. Let's go with it. We got pallets here for decoration. This room, just a utility room for utility things. The garage is in here. We got our army truck, motorcycle. We have the barracks, which stayed very much the same. Got a working vending machine here, of course. We got a little kitchen area. I would have put a fridge in like here, but I don't know how you can get refrigerators in survival without cheating. Little quaint little bathroom. The room of the weird beds, of course. Of course, that is still floating. And then, of course, we have the main ranger building with the chair of doom. Wine barrels filled with nondescript carbonated liquid. Just a lounge room here with some lockers of gear. Oh no, the desert is burning down. Grab a gun and run. Whoa. Little storage room here. This room is shaped very oddly, so there was only so much I could do with it. Up here into the master room. Ignore those forges. We have the principal's desk, the commander's desk, the me desk. I sit here and I judge the world. Of course, we have our balcony from which I can shoot anyone. I think everyone I could have shot is dead. A minor setback. This is kind of bare, but I kind of also like it being so clean compared to how cluttered the destroyed POIs are in 7 Days to Die. It feels like someone's been through here and just picked up a load of rubbish. And then we have the basement, which is just a weird stone dungeon of stuff. And then, of course, we have this weird area here. I never really figured out what this area was for. We got the IZ69, solar panels, they're not real, don't worry about it. And the communications thing, whatever this was for. I restored the well as well, of course. We have the farm over there. The mine, I would have put the doors back on the mine, but whenever I go down the mine, the doors are always gone when I come back up, so it's just a feature of it now. Let's take a look at it on the gyrocopter. It's definitely not the coolest thing I've ever built. Mostly because most of it isn't built. It was pre-built. No, but it's not the worst thing I've ever made. Looks fine to me. Let's go get that airdrop wherever it was to the east here. Pump shotgun bundle, level 6, nice. And with that, I think we're done. I did all the tier 5 POIs that were on the map. I built a horde base, which has not had very many troubles. I even survived one of the hordes just on my own in the street. I rebuilt the ranger station from the crumbling ruin it was. Okay, it wasn't actually that much of a ruin, I only had to replace like 20 blocks total, but still. Now it has a much stronger wall around it, so I don't have to deal with zombies constantly flooding in either. Still didn't want to survive a horde night here though. No, the concrete isn't that strong. That's what that base is for. But yeah, I think with that, I just have to end the series here, guys, because what else do I do? Apparently I drink some yucca juice. I could sit here and collect every book in the game, but honestly, do you really want to watch me drive around every trader every 4 days until day 80? Just getting all the books, is that what you want to watch? I don't think it is. I could keep grinding all the traders up to level 5, but would it be any different from all the other times I did all those POIs in this series? Not really. Sure, I could turn the difficulty up, but why not just start a new series if I'm gonna do that, right? Yeah, I think I'm done with this series. At least it came to a satisfying conclusion, unlike Permafrost, the Survival Guide, and the unnamed Alpha 19 modded series, which all ended abruptly because I got bored. At least this didn't end abruptly. I set goals and I achieved them. Moving forward, guys, I think I'm gonna go back to making the more one-off style of videos, like tutorials and sort of things adjacent to that, because first of all, the past few months as I've been making Desert Ranger, I haven't been really here, if that makes sense. I've been doing my university work, spending a couple of hours every day on the Desert Ranger series just to make sure you guys had something to watch. And now I have a lot more time on my hands to put more effort into bigger videos, which are going to be more interesting for you guys. I'm going to let you guys in on a secret. I don't really like making 30 episode Let's Play stuff, but they are a very effective way of, you know, not disappearing on YouTube for a couple of months because you are busy in real life, if that makes sense. They're a very helpful tool for stemming that tide, and you guys seem to at least really enjoy them, even if they are honestly a little bit boring for me to make. They're not what I would consider particularly challenging to create, because it's really, you do the same thing 30 times. You could be a lot more creative with it, sure, but I didn't have much time to. But I'm sure you guys are going to be really happy with the projects I have coming in future, including one project that my Discord has been made somewhat aware of, that I've been working on since the beginning of April. I did not fill in this hole. Silly me. And I'm still working on that project now. And I've been putting more time into that unnamed project than I have Desert Ranger, because I really want it to be out as soon as possible. And even if I was to just stop doing everything on YouTube right now and just focus on that project, it would probably still take another month and a bit and I'm going to be continuing making videos, so expect to see that big project in a couple of months. Hopefully Alpha 21 doesn't come out and destroy the project for me. That would be really infuriating. The one time the Fun Pimps decide to deliver an update, you know, at a reasonable interval is the one time I didn't want them to. Yeah, I think you guys will be really happy with that project when it does come out, and I'm sure you'll be happy with the content I'm going to be starting to make. Now, interest in 7 Days to Die has gone up a little bit since the console version of the game has hit Game Pass. The general audience is a lot more interested, and that means YouTube for me is a lot more worthwhile. I can put more effort in, and that effort will actually be rewarded. The start of the year on YouTube has a tendency to be slow because everybody's off doing their things. They don't have time to watch videos, so you get less subscribers, less viewers, whatever. Not that big of a deal, but it is a bad time of the year to be putting too much effort into stuff because you will not get a return on that investment. Now it's opening up, things are speeding up around YouTube, and that is always good to see, and it gives me an opportunity to put in a lot of effort and get a reasonable amount back. I'm not someone who does this just for the money or just for the views, or God forbid we use the word clout to describe 7 Days to Die YouTube videos, but you know what I mean. I'm not someone who does that, but it isn't a good idea to invest a lot of effort into things at a very slow time of year, and I took that time to work on bigger projects, which of course you are going to be seeing soon. Just give me more time for those. There was a recent poll on the channel where you guys voted on what you wanted to see, and I did of course see that you guys overwhelmingly wanted Darkness Falls. We're not going to be doing that right now because everybody is doing Darkness Falls right now, so I think I'm just going to go without a series for a little while, and maybe when people start moving on to other things for Darkness Falls, I can come back and you guys can see my take on Darkness Falls, and it gives me a little bit of time to get a little bit better at that mod as well, so that it's actually interesting for you guys to watch. But yeah, with all that said guys, thank you so much for watching Desert Ranger. I'm guessing this video was really long and you sat through that little end bit there where I explained a little channel update for you guys. If you want to follow me on Twitter, you can do it at IzPrebuilt. Primarily on there I just complain about the developers of this game, so if you're one of the people who doesn't like when I do that, don't follow me on Twitter. Alternatively, you can join the Discord, which is linked in the description, for more background updates, like you can hear a little bit more about when that project of mine is going to be coming around. Thank you to my channel members, of course, for making all of this possible, and thank you so much for watching Desert Ranger, and I'll see you in whatever video I come out with next.